Dude, Koei Tecmo made such a better Calamity Ganon than the actual Breath of the Wild had. This looks way better than the final boss of Breath of the Wild. Like, both of the Breath of the Wild boss forms. This is way awesome. Awesomer? Cooler? Whatever. Hey, Ganon, how's it going, brother? I might switch. Is he not taking damage? Can you not hit him? But he's like immune to damage right now. Help. I might switch to Teba and Urbosa during combat, but mostly going to be doing this as a Link. Excuse me, sir! Can you stop being immune to all contact? I might switch to Zelda just because she has the most HP. Yo, what am I supposed to do to hurt him? Yeah, what can we do? Someone please tell me. Oh. Is no one in this game gonna die except Suga? I'm so mad! Is Eggbot gonna become a playable character and I'm gonna beat Calamity Ganon with Eggbot? Is he gonna do a Chaozu? Is he gonna self-destruct? Oh my goodness! It blew up! Oh look, you can make that into a necklace or something. That'll be cute. I love that all the champions are just standing in the background.
No more. It is time to end this.
Alright, yeah, let's do it. Hi! Do you take damage now? Yeah, thank you, Tarako. I didn't even know you had a name. Oh yeah, he takes damage now. Let's go, let's go. Freeze! I should switch to Teba to do the stasis, because Teba's stasis lasts the longest. Oh dear. All according to Keikaku. All according to Keikaku! Stab, stab, stab. I do not think Calamity Ganon is having a very good time right now. Also, yeah, I also disagree with what was said in chat, that like, hey, if this is a fully revived, the other one was partially revived, this is what it would look like in Breath of the Wild if it was fully revived. Nah, dude. Nintendo, it doesn't matter like, oh, fully revived, partially revived. It matters that when they made Breath of the Wild, they decided to design it the way they did. And then when Koei Tecmo made this game, they decided to design it this way. It has nothing to do with like, oh, it would have looked like this in Breath of the Wild. No, it wouldn't have, because the people who designed this Ganon did not design that one. If he had been fully revived in the first game, he would have looked the exact same, because that's how they would have designed him. It has nothing to do with any of that nonsense of just like, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like, yada yada. Excuse me, Calamity Ganon, can I ask you to die a little bit faster? Teba! Tag in, brother! Just in time for the Flurry Rush, let's get it! It's 4-on-1, dude, you're going down. Get bombed. Bombarded. Get the break, out of my face. I'm gonna play Persona 5 Strikers the day it releases in the US. Oh dear, ow. That was not timed well. Well, no more healing. It lasts so long, Teba. It actually almost feels like Teba is cheating. Oh dear. Gonna have to play someone else. Urbosa, you're up. Urbosa has a max. Oh, dude, it's over. Urbosa has max special bar. Behold all of my lightning. Spin, 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 spin. Oh dear, this is Madara Uchiha in Ninja Storm 3 levels of final boss. Oh, this is the room that you fight him in Breath of the Wild. That's neat. Excuse me, sir. Sir, you seem very upset. I think he's recharging. I didn't realize I was trying to spam it. Whoops. Get the break, get the break. Let's go. Nailed him. Hi. Oh my goodness, hello. Someone is not having a good day. Teba has like 0.2 HP. He's doing his best. Zap. Hello. Way too late on the bombs. Gave me invincibility frames though. Yo, Ganon. Yo, Ganon. It ain't that serious, brother. Calm down. Final Flash. I really came out here, said it ain't that serious, and then used the Final Flash. That's just rude of me, to be honest. It doesn't get much more serious than the Final Flash. Ow. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Sir! Sir! Stop! At once! You will be overcome. Final Flash. Final Flash spam. That went surprisingly well. Alright, Link, let's end it. Yo, this music is so good. Freeze! Oh, it's over, brother. It's over, brother. Later.
You can do it, little guy! Don't screw this up!
Does Zelda have all three, like the full Triforce in this game? Because all three of them were lit up there, and I don't remember seeing Link or Ganon ever show their Triforces. Maybe, did Link show his earlier in the playthrough and I just don't remember? That's possible. It seems like she had all three, though. Or with Breath of the Wild, maybe there's just, like, they don't actually have the Triforce split. That wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, man, it's gonna take a lot of taxpayer dollars to fix all of this destruction.
Well then, it seems the time has come. I could not be prouder. It was an honor to be of service.
I know you'll lead our people well, Riju.
Thanks for everything, Inobo. We didn't get much time together, but I'll always cherish it.
I will too! It was so much fun. You're the best, Daruk.
This has been enlightening. I even got to see the face behind the champion.
I know that we'll meet again, dear brother.
Yes. You're my beloved sister, and our hearts will never be apart.
I will never forget today's miracles. How all of you fought by my side, and the trials we overcame together. I'll treasure our friendship always. And now, as you return to your future, may the light shine upon you for all time.
Yo, it keeps my hood in the cutscene. That means that there are some people who played this game and watched this cutscene with Link wearing the Moblin hat. And just the fact that that exists in this world makes me very mad. Because you know some people did it. Oh, man. But what happened to Suga? Oh, man. Alright, well, there you go. That's Age of Calamity for you. Good game. Really good game. I don't really have much to say. It was fun. It was a really good game. I'm very glad that another Hyrule Warriors was made, without a doubt. The screen was dimming there because I hadn't pressed anything on the controller for a while. But, yeah, fun game. It had some issues here and there. There are way too many missions that have a time trial tacked on for no reason. So, you know, that's pretty lame. But it usually wasn't that big of a deal, but for some levels it made the levels, like, really annoying. And then, what was the other thing? Wall jumping is crazy annoying. I hate that wall jumping is a thing in this game. Because I never once wall jumped on purpose, and I was never in a scenario where I wanted to wall jump. Every time I wall jumped, it freaked me out, confused me, and made things more difficult. I feel like that mechanic just shouldn't even exist in the game, personally. I can't imagine that it's ever really that useful. But other than that, everything else was really good. Fun game. I enjoyed it. Little weird that they went the whole... I thought that this game was supposed to be straight up a prequel, but I guess it wasn't. Because, I mean, this obviously doesn't fit with actual Breath of the Wild. So I don't know. I assume when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, this game is going to be literally irrelevant. Like, it's doesn't count towards anything, actually, because it's not what actually happens. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. I thought that something happening... I thought this game would be, like, a legit prequel, and it would, like, tie into Breath of the Wild 2 somehow. And maybe they will still try to tie it into Breath of the Wild 2 somehow. I don't know. We won't know until the game comes out, I guess. But, like, you know, this timeline obviously doesn't actually fit with Breath of the Wild, so I don't know what Nintendo's doing with that. I don't really care either because we've been over this. I'm not a big fan of Breath of the Wild 1, and Breath of the Wild 1, I like Breath of the Wild 1. I worded that like I don't like it. It's a fun game, but I definitely don't think it's as great as other people make it out to be, and one of the things I liked least about Breath of the Wild 1 is that its story was basically non-existent. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. The game is really good, really enjoyable. They did a really good job in making all of the other characters feel very, very unique. There are a little bit less characters. I didn't actually count how many are in this game compared to the first, but I know the first game had, I don't know, maybe about double the amount of characters, or maybe like 1.5 times the amount of characters, something like that. I'm not sure entirely. But they did a good job in the characters in this game all feeling a lot more unique to one another, despite having similar, like, combo lists of just, like, the Y and the X button and occasionally ZR. But they did a really good job of making all the characters feel more unique. I feel like, on one hand, that... I've talked about this before. It's not necessarily a super positive or a super negative, but it does make it where, like, in the first game, I enjoy playing as basically every character except for, like, 4 or 5 of them. In this game, there are, as you can tell as I played the game more, I basically just focused on about 7, maybe 8 characters. Really, I focused on, like, 4 of them a lot. And only... Wait a minute, cutscene? No, more of this. Alright, that's fine then. But, so, like, on one hand, it made me just want to play as the characters I really enjoyed a lot more, and therefore kind of ignore a lot of the others. Like, I didn't play as Rivali. I'm pretty sure, unless the game forced me to, I never played as Rivali after I unlocked Teba. And actually, after I got, like, Teba or Bosa, Impa, like, after I got them and, like, got later in the game, I mostly only played as them, unless the game forced me to play as someone else. So... Cutscene? I'm afraid that a cutscene's gonna interrupt me, so I keep stopping. Let's wait until the credits finish here before I finish talking. Oh, it's the... Okay, cool. I'm gonna finish talking real quick before I click through this then. That makes sense. But, yeah, so basically, as you can see, like, these 4 characters, and then, like, plus Impa, and maybe a little bit of, like, Mipha thrown in there, and Sidon, I pretty much just stopped playing as all the other characters. I tried playing as, like, the Old Man once, and the Great Fairies once. I pretty much, unless the game forced me, I stopped playing as Daruk, Yonobu, Riju, Rivali, I can't even remember the other characters, but that's probably because I just never played as them anymore after that. I never played as Hestu anymore, etc., etc. I just, like... I basically got done playing them. I'm also assuming that this game doesn't have any kind of, like, adventure map equivalent to it, like, the first Hyrule Warriors does. So I feel like this game, for me at least, is going to be a lot less replayable. It's going to be a lot less replayable for me in general because you have to put a lot more focus on this game. In the first game, because the characters weren't all as super unique, the characters in the first game did have unique combos and unique moves, and they worked in different ways, but not to the extent that this game does, I feel like. So it's a lot easier to jump into the first Hyrule Warriors after not playing it for a while and then just kind of play it mindlessly without having to super focus on it. This game takes a lot more focus, which again is not really, it's not a negative or a positive really for either of the 2 games. I'm not saying that like, oh, this game was too complex, and I'm not saying that the first Hyrule Warriors was too simplistic. They both work in their own unique ways, depending on what you want at the moment, basically, and they're both really good games, very well made, I feel like. But I do feel like I'll probably take the time, other than getting the Korok seeds, I'll probably take the time to finish doing the extra side missions and stuff in this game, and then I'll probably, like, never touch Age of Calamity again, unless one day I decide I want to replay from the start for some reason. But, whereas with Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, I pretty much, any time I could, like, load that game up and start playing it and be like, ah, that's a fun time. But, yeah, overall, they're still both really good games. I know people are going to ask me this, so I'm just going to say it. I don't really prefer one Hyrule Warriors over the other, to be honest with you. I feel like they both kind of feel different niches. Like, the first Hyrule Warriors is a kind of, hey, just kill mobs, don't really, like, focus a lot, just have fun and, like, talk, or if you're not streaming, in my case, you can, like, play it and just, like, watch YouTube or do something, talk to friends, do something else, or in my case on YouTube, just, like, play the game and it's kind of in the background while you're talking with chat or talking about something random. This game is a lot more like, hey, focus on the gameplay, focus on what's happening, otherwise a Lionel is gonna murder you, etc. So they both kind of feel different niches for me, basically. But yeah, they're both very good games. And Age of Calamity was a lot of fun, other than the few gripes that I threw in there that were pretty annoying. But overall, very enjoyable game. Nice. Oh my goodness, you're really gonna make me do this right now? Yo, experience plus 8%, that's amazing. Damage 10% is really good too. I think you can buy both of those items too. You can buy the spicy peppers and the raw prime meat, I think that is. So you can actually get those consistently to use. Those are neat.